control. Try to force Extatus to try to take a risky engagement close range. When nothing went their way, they fell back towards B, got the pick towards Plat, left one player there, and ran right back to A. They pulled rotations. They had Extatus dancing all over the map, but it came down to the retake. It just went Extatus's way. They'll now have the 4 UMPs, the 1 rifle. Fury's just going with P250s. They're going to be saving for a round number 3 bye.
Yeah, not much left for it in Fury at the moment. They got themselves that bomb plant, so they are just going to go in with basic P250s. As you say, saving for that next buy in the next round. So this should just be the easiest round for Extatus, so they can find all 5 players stay alive. Zedco with a triple kill, Questone with a double of his own. I think the most key thing there was Zedco's usage of the UMP. You know, just getting himself so much money. You can see it even post the buy for round 3. He's got himself $45, $50. So he's sitting high and dry for, you know, the next few rounds at this point. He can force buy, he can drop teammates. I think he's going to be pretty set to force in the next round, assuming Fury can take it away. But the rest of Extatus might have a couple of problems, of course, the economy. They're still not sitting right as a standard for this kind of early game buy-up. Fury, meanwhile, limited utility across the board, but they have got the AKs, which is what they were ultimately looking for. They will start things off relatively on the right foot. Savvy playing lurk, aggressive lurk out towards that long area, trying to see if he can take down one of the players. He's going to take Monty down to 89 and trade down to 79 HP in his own right, so decently even from both sides. And Fury will try to take liberties on as many positions of the map as they can, out towards A long and B long, and Savvy will finally get that first pick that he's been looking for. Does get dinked down, but either way, it's still going to be a 5-on-4. Fury have themselves a little bit of control, and Extatus looking spread thin here. 2 players on either side to try and defend against the 5 incoming T-side players. Minute to go. Fury bombs on its way towards A side. Looks like it's going to be a hit, and as Bustum gets one more, it makes it extremely difficult for the CTs.
He's down to 9. Russell's going to play the corner. They'll line up for him. He's able to get a push on the second player. The Googie's down to 11 as Fury's going to run up mid-ramp. As Extatus, I mean, they're smoked off at connector. They have a molly now towards balcony. Savy's going to go ahead and get this bomb planted while Stoll will push forward towards Nerd Room. As Extatus trying to prep themselves for this retake. Zedco, he's about to go up balcony, but he's waiting for a flash from his teammate.
Here comes 2 versus 2. Fury, not a whole lot of health left in them, so this one should just be easy clean up to the rest of Extatus. They managed to find themselves the very even trade, so they will be able to take themselves a 3rd. Fury, the buy won't work out, but they have got themselves a bomb plant, which should leave them in a decent stead for a force buy in this next round. 3-0 so far for the CT side. 2 kills for Monty and Zedco towards the end of it, and they did lose 3 players, so only 2 AKs will get carried into the next round. So the economy buy-up shouldn't be looking too pleasant for Extatus. Fury will go for a half buy as well. Tech 9's P250. Couple of smokes, few flashbangs. This may be the pistol execution on the B side that we've seen come out of many a T side on many a different level of skill. And indeed, it does look like it's going to be that fast play. Try to see if they can get the bomb down at best. If not, try to see if they can steal around from underneath the noses of the CTs. 2 men pour on through. Lots of damage being done. And Questone going to take himself 2. Drops the bomb. Zedco comes in. Questone with a 3rd. And finally, Monty will close things out. A bit of a slaughter, but it's a slaughter that goes to the favor of Extatus. 4 rounds in a row so far. Fury up for a buy now.
There's one thing I like what Fury's doing, although they're losing these rounds, is they're not just beating their head against the wall, right? They've switched it up. They've done different things, from going for the pistol round strategy to P250s, trying to get close range to the rifle round. And we'll see if they're going to keep that similar pattern to the rifle round. I mean, it worked out beautifully. There's no reason not to kind of go for the similar kind of setup and play they went for in their first rifle round, considering it got them a bomb site. They just fell apart in the post plan. So they are just going to work a default now. You'll see Berkey hold towards top drop, 1 player hold plat, 3 towards outer yard. The wrench in this plan could be Devil. If Stoll doesn't flash and just keeps his corner dry, yeah, there you have it. Devil will find the opening pick. Monty, in the meantime, will peek the opposite side of the map at the exact same time. And Fury are just getting picked apart. It's not even that they're doing anything too dangerous. They're just getting picked apart across the map, and there you go. As I say, dangerous. Buster tries to walk out to find a refrag, but it's not happening. Extatus are just all over them with their positioning and happy to take gunfights.
Gonna leave Gucci 1 versus 3 situation. Very awkward for him. Bomb's been dropped. I think Extatus know where it is, and if they don't, then, well, Questone will be able to get the information as he is creeping around for the backstab out towards that Dragon Room. Gucci gets spotted. Zedco has all the info he needs. In fact, Extatus just have everything out on lock. Fury, the best that Gucci can do at this point is try to see if they can take one of the AKs out of hands of the CT side. And he's almost trying to land it off the Frozen. Does get spotted out. Eventually takes the challenge. and Frozen takes him down. So no economical damage done once again. So Fury going to let Extatus get by a little bit more smoothly than previously, and you can see that the economy is now starting to really build up. Zedco with $12,200. AWP will also be out for Devil and Fury. Full round loss bonus is not going to help them out in this particular situation. They've brought up quite aggressively in the last few rounds. So there's lots to, well, there's not really a whole lot that they have to fight up against lots of the Extatus side. Force buy on the cards, or half buy for the economy status things. Tech 9's PT50s, once again, very similar buy to what we saw in round 4, I do believe. 3 flashbangs of smoke. So not the best of executions, but it looks like it's going to be another hit B strategy with the pistols. Maybe smoke off the cross out towards Connect to see if they can try and blind off some CTs. But they're just going to walk into the meat rider once again. Questone gets one once and Zedco chime on through. Questone with a double. 2 kills come back for Stolen Savvy, but it's just not going to work today. It's just going to be Extatus once again cruising their way on through to a 6th round. 2 M4s and AWP stay alive, and the CTs have had this match pretty much on lockdown so far.
What Extatus have been doing lovely is switching up where the op floats around. It's been rotating pretty loosely to either site whenever they need him. They've also been locking down plat with utility usage, a good early smoke, a good early molly, a nade, whatever they wish. But they also challenge it and back it up, so it's not just a waste of utility, then they play from sight. You see some teams play more of a passive setup in sight with crossfires, but then they don't use so much utility early on, so when the execution comes out, they have it. Extatus instead are going to use utility early towards plat, and you see how pushed up they are. So they have full trust in player drop room, and they'll put 2 players stairs. While the op's kind of this floating rotator. And Frozen this time going to be playing towards long A. Devil switches up his positioning. Last time he was long A. As Gugi's going to take a fight with Frozen, who is considering repeaking this, and he's going to. He'll find his teammate, bust him. As Gugi's going to continue to push up, and Frozen, he's got both of them towards danger. As Extatus now can afford a rotation over. Fury, little to no map control, especially considering Extatus have pushed a player up plat.
Not much working for Fury right here. Star will try and back and get one, but again, you're in a situation where the pick's coming in way too late, and even then, Stoll's lost a lot of HP. He's down to 11 in a 2-on-4 situation. Fury just aren't able to find their way onto these sites. They're not able to find themselves any advantage against the Extatus side. Extatus are playing this one down to a T. It looks like more than likely it'll be a 7th round on the board for the CT side. Zedco's watching out from Chicken Coop, waiting for his opportunity to peek back and just take down the last 2 remaining team side players. He's not even going to get that chance because Frozen's on the backstab. I didn't even see it coming. And he nets himself 4 kills in this round. 7-0. This has been a monstrous CT side from Extatus, especially on what you would traditionally consider to be a very T-sided map. You would have hoped that Fury would have had a better chance in this one, but so far not to be. Force buy coming in from this T-side once again. 3 AKs, 2 Tech 9s. A little bit more utility to work with, 5 smokes, a myriad of flashbangs, and a Molotov. So once again, execution could be on the cards. I'd like to see them try execute on towards the A site, since that's one thing they haven't tried in its full potential, and it could be something where Extatus aren't expecting them to go here.
Yeah, it's almost at a point where Fury are probably only going to buy, if not half buy, pretty much every single round until they get around on the board. And when they do get that win, we'll see how many players they keep alive and how strong their net following buy is going to be. Fury with 3 AKs right now, they'll keep Savvy towards top drop, while Fury will send 4 other players towards A. Devil this time is back towards long A with his op. Frozen's going to be playing towards tree. So Frozen is there to support the op. I imagine Devil's just going to be holding, waiting for someone to peek long A. Berkey's going to walk out of danger. See how ready the op's going to be from Devil in this position. It looks like he is just going to get a little antsy and fall back. While Zedco, don't worry about this drop pressure. Savvy challenges, Savvy falls. Zedco, easy cleanup for him. As Bustum throws a flash over for his teammates. Push the op back, but now Fury, it's a lot to ask to get out in this situation. Still may get the opener, but Frozen with the rotation. And he's got 2 before he gets traded. Devil gets the first, and Devil will have no problem cleaning up the last. Extatus have been doing a lovely job knowing when to back up, but also knowing when to aggress, and the rotations have been on point. It's just clean, crisp CS coming out from Extatus.
Well, this is not a good time to be Fury right here. They are seemingly trying to force buy into every round that they can. They're trying to see if they can try and break Extatus, but it's just nothing's working out for them. Nothing that they can try and do is really effective against the Extatus side. They seem to have locked down this CT side on Cobblestone pretty effectively. You know, their stats on recorded stats on HLTV kind of prove my point. You know, they've had themselves a lot of CT side victories, and they're looking to try to see if they can shut down everything that they can for the rest of the Fury side. And once again, we're in this situation where the first picks for the Fury side come in far too late. And they just get picked apart by what's remaining in the man advantage for the Extatus side. 4 players stay alive once again. The economy's built up to a ridiculous degree. So Fury have a lot to do if they want to try and break these guys. There is going to be another force buy, looks like. AK's coming out, Tech 9s, flashbangs, some smoke grenades around here for this T side. But again, it's nothing when you compare to the Extatus buy up with the AWPs. That's, oh no, Stole. Like, no, just...
When things go bad, they always get worse normally.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of a point towards that. I mean, if Fury have the aim, they're just getting out-rotated right now from Extatus. The Fury, their pistol round really had Extatus moving across the map. They couldn't get a good read of what's going on, but since then, it's just been Extatus pushing for info across the map. They're willing to take the aim duels, and their willingness to just frag out all over Fury. Even when Fury have full utility and rifles, they're just getting pushed constantly from plat, taking challenges, and just losing them. I'd like to see Fury play more of a passive default, perhaps. That could be the answer. Bait out utility early, then go for an execution. But it's a bit of a change this round, actually, if Boston gets the opening pick. It's been a while since I said Fury got the opener.
Yeah, it's finally starting to go their way now. The question is... Well, again, it's a question that, we haven't really had an opportunity to ask that much because, well, quite honestly, we've just been focusing on how Fury aren't able to get these opening picks. But now that they've got this opening advantage, can they find themselves, the next pick and then the next pick to try and get themselves the 2-3-man advantage, or just find a way an execution on towards the site? Quest Time will finally trade it out. Bustum comes back and takes him out of the action. 4 versus 3, still 1-man advantage for Fury, but 30 seconds on the clock. Got to hit B, got to hit A. Bomb's on its way. There is Bustum still playing for the lurk. AK is going to get taken down. It's a 3 versus 3, and the CTs know what is up. It's going to be Berkey. First man on towards the site. Got to take his first kill against Devil. We'll find it. AWP now in the hands of the T side, and the bomb is going to get planted to Extatus. A retake, a fairly unlikely retake as well, as Frozen is just down to 15 HP, and his flashbangs and smokes to try and keep him out of the action. Sabi just about spots that Z-code, so now Frozen, not a whole lot of opportunities for him. AK's recovered, does get spotted out, smalls the pixels from Sabi, peeks out, takes him down. And finally, after 9 excruciating rounds, Fury's T-side finally find their first on the board. And well, honestly, I would like to celebrate that and say, well, this could be the chance where they might have a 9-6, but I also want to bring up the possibility that this could very easily get reset. Fury have had a very terrible T-side half so far, and, it wouldn't surprise me if it just kept going south from here on out.
Yeah, what I find really interesting what Fury did there is they had the 1 AK and pistols, right? But as soon as they got the opener towards plat, they left the player with the AK there while the Tech 9s ran back to A. It's a risk and reward. But I believe it was Bustum with the AK who stayed towards plat. He wasn't able to find a frag, but due to the pressure of the lone AK being there, Extatus were a little hesitant to rotate off. So Fury were able to pick up the first round here. Xavi holding for the jump up. Quiztone will deliver as a deep smoke lands behind him from Extatus. So they trade frags early. Devil's going to be posted up towards long A, and look at the push in from mid from Frozen. He's sitting behind that smoke, I believe. Yeah, he's just going to wait and bounce, and Busta misses some critical shots. So that's 2 for Frozen in a situation where he may have only really earned 1 there. And Busta missing some shots, and he's going to continue to push forward. This is what I'm talking about, Extatus. Just the willingness to push forward, get aggressive, find frags, get info. It's just all going their way, as it leaves it all on Savvy with an op and a 1v4.
And the CTs have locked out all the angles. Once Savvy peeks out here, he's going to get taken down. Frozen spots him out. There it is. AWP goes. And there it is. The reset I was talking about will come on through. And you know what? Frozen should not have been allowed to get that aggressive up towards middle. Fury gave that to him. And as a result, he absolutely punished this team. So just destroyed every single man that he could. And Fury now are on one of the most awkward buys I think I've seen in a very long time. 2 AWPs. And then 2 Deagles, a P250, Kevlar helmet, force buy to try and back it up. And at least the AWP will get that first pick. But even then, I'm kind of thinking about the follow-ups. What's going to happen next for Fury? Can they get the follow-up? Will the Deagles and the pistols be enough to follow things up? Right now, there's a 9-round lead for Extatus. And Fury need to pull something ridiculous out of the hat if they want to try and bring themselves a 10-5 half here, which I think, at the present point of how things are looking, the current form of today is looking, I think they kind of need that to go into their CT side.
Yeah, especially considering with such a big round lead, Extatus will feel a little more loosey-goosey on their T side, a little more willingness to take risky plays. Frozen, speaking of risky plays, he really wants to wait for this op to push up towards this corner. He's going to play a tight corner and wait for Savvy. But if Savvy clears this appropriately, shoulder peeks out, he should have the info required. Looks like Fury are going to ignore the long A pressure and go for a little bit of a mid-split, sending a couple players up danger as they leave the lurk of bust them towards the B site. So Frozen hears them. I think he heard them run out through mid doors when they popped a flash, but then since then they've gone silent. They're just waiting for their own smoke to dissipate and to go up towards danger. The question is, can Frozen hang on?
Here we go. Frozen peeks out, finds the first sprays. The second, he's just doing even more work for this CT side. 3K so far. Knows that the last is out towards the danger area. Will Molotov out. He's dropped the bomb. Fury, I don't think they got a chance. Savy's got to go insane. Does take a very nice first pick onto Monty, but it's still a 2 versus 3 with an AWP and a PT50. Savy's got to find his next quick scope. Will find it. 13 seconds now to get the bomb down. Bustum's got himself a rifle, so here it comes. Move quick, move fast, and don't let Zedco shut you down, as Bustum's going to leave that one all onto Questone to get that last final pick. Frozen with a 3K, once again doing supreme amounts of work for the Extatus side. Fury are not able to get themselves a chance in that round. They will take themselves down 3, but once again, Extatus have built up such an economy that it's pretty much negated at this point. 13 rounds have gone so far, 2 away from the end of the half. And Fury finally are going to be on a full eco. Just 2 PT50s and 3 Glocks to be working with in the next one.
Yeah, Fury have had moments of possible chances of transitioning around Exodus. They just do a great job of when they lose an advantage, they know exactly what the counterplay is across the map. And Fury are kind of playing into that by leaving a couple players in spots where perhaps they shouldn't be, as this round is just going to be slaughter with no armor and blocks. It is just going to go to 12. So Fury have had moments of getting the first pick, then they wait. But we haven't really seen those executions, right? We haven't seen the smokes from A, the smokes from B. It's pretty much been a flat-out work our awkward default. They get picked, they group up and try to push something when they're a man down, or even just even. And Exodus have done a lovely job of the positioning not to play anything too crazy. They're playing within their limits. Frozen's having a hell of a game right now for Exodus, and it's a hard ask for Fury to really counter back to this.
As the CTs will prove once again, Frozen getting so aggressive, and Fury are just not able to shut him down. They're not able to find that pick. He's playing such a good, so many good angles that Fury is unable to deal with. And once again, the CT aggression will work out to their favor. It's a 2 versus 3. Gugi's going to get one on Frozen at least. Shut down one of the main power players for this CT side. But even then, Questone's getting aggressive for his own right. Zedco's just picked up one. And Stoll is so far away from the bomb that it's not going to be possible to get this plant down unless he runs through every single CT on the map so far. Out towards the B site, closer to Connector. Questone's coming up towards drop down, trying to cover off that angle there. A minute to go for Stoll. This is a very worrying sight for Fury. Their stats prove that they are much more better on their T side for Cobblestone. So you kind of got to think, are they looking ahead to map 2 at this point? Are they trying to look ahead to take this to map number 3 and try to see if they can win things out over there on the over on Mirage? Because there is very little going for Fury left in this round. I'm not sure if this map really will be their opportunity to try and really try and ramp themselves the advantage in this series. I think that they're trying to probably realise this at this point as well. They've probably been pretty demotivated, and they're force buying every single round. I think they want to rely on that third map because at this point, Extatus have really just shut them down at every single hurdle at this point.
Yeah, from rotations to opening picks to just locking down certain parts of the map that Fury want to fall back to. And just individual plays across the board from Extatus. Everyone's playing extremely well. Everyone's hitting the shots. Frozen's 21-8, while Quizstone has 17 frags. I mean, those two together are just putting up numbers. And Fury's economy has just been rocky. Even with max loss, it's not comfortable. And Extatus is just they have the map on lock. There's not much else you can say about it. Bustum's gonna try, though. I mean...
yeah, there really is not much more that you can say about this Extatus. It's just a pure outclassing. Even the health advantage goes towards their favor as the man advantage swings back to evens. Questone gonna get Bustum. Gugi, Savy, last 2 alive. Held up towards middle. Good picks, gotta come through. They've got to make them quick as well. 40 seconds on the clock will start to make themselves known in the A site presence. Monty's got a good cross. Watching out for Connector, trying to see if he can get the information or shut them down if they do come towards Connector as well. But Fury, both players stacking up towards long. Zedco's got himself a great angle here the moment they go planting. If they don't check this corner, then this could be absolutely disastrous. He spots out one head of Savy. who's just getting himself slightly out of the angle there, but they know that they're pushing through. Monty peeks out, and he unscopes at the worst point. Savvy, it's just not gone well. Fury, they needed at least a second round, but it's just not going to happen. 14-1, a 13-round lead for Extatus. This is not the epic confrontation we were hoping for, I think. You know, this is a very crucial match for both these guys. This decides who's going to the playoffs and who is getting grouped. And I don't think either of these guys want to get grouped here in the Adria Masters because they've fought pretty long and pretty hard. They've gone through as many matches in their group as is possible with a group stage. So I don't think, you know, you'd expect that no one would really want to lose here, but 14-1, I mean, the scoreline gives me a totally different story.
Yeah, and it goes without saying, Fury need this Pilster round or it's GG. I think that's pretty obvious based on the scoreline, but I'll point it out because someone asked me Mr. Obvious. And I like being that guy. As Extatus get down drop for free, they're going to try to challenge this player Rock, and a knife kill comes out onto Googie. Frags in quick succession. And just like that, as I say, the pistol's a must-win. Savvy. Last one remaining. Zedko gets himself to backstairs, and he'll find the last 15-1. This is... I mean, it's not that Furies didn't have moments of, okay, yeah, they can bring this back. There were at times where they'll get the pick, their setup's looking good, and then it's just minor mistakes where one player peeks out by himself, one player throws a poor flash, they miss a smoke, and then they give windows of opportunity for Extatus to just kind of cut them down to the knees, and they haven't missed out an opportunity to do so.
Well, 15-1, like you say. I think this is GG. I think this is it for Fury in this map. So the very best, the best that they can take away from this is the fact that this is also Extatus' map. I think Extatus did pick Cobble, so you would expect them to win. I was just hoping there'd be a little bit more resistance from the Fury side. Let's see if Inferno will be the place where they can just get as good an epic scoreline, because I think it is, as you say, this one is done and dusted. It's a 4 versus 2. Bustum's late on the backstab. Yugi's last man out towards Connector. Bustum gets shut down, and now it's all on the lone remaining CT. With a deal in his hand and a dream in the other. A 4 versus 1 to try and bring Fury, to try and bring themselves a consecutive 14-round comeback. The most unlikely thing in the world. We'll challenge on to Questone, but Questone has the better gun. 16-1, Extatus destroy Fury Gaming. So it's over to our panel of analysts. I would say to